Was it crazy? Like, were people just like shooting up heroin?
Oh, everywhere.
At the office? Like...
Absolutely. Yeah, you'll just be driving and I actually even saw it at the mall. At the mall, yeah. There was people just smoking meth just right outside of it. And I think until I'm 100% secure in who I am, I don't think I'm going to find that person, because I like growing and I like changing and bettering myself. And, you know, some people aren't meant to be in your life forever, and I'm okay with making temporary connections, and some men take it as a challenge, and I'm like, I'm not here to play a game with you. Like,
right.
That's not what we're doing right now. They're like, oh, well, you just haven't been with the right guy before. I'm like, no, that's not it. They're like trying to convince me that I'm not gay. I'm like, what? Like, why can't we just leave it at that? She told me she didn't like going out with me because I would get more attention than her.
Every ex, not everyone, but a lot of them, they just block me for no reason.
Really?
Everybody always says, oh, girls mature faster. Girls just block people. Girls are like, communication is the most important thing to me. And then they just block all their friends when they get mad at them. I think they know I'm going to win the breakup.
Yeah.
So they don't want to lose. So instead of losing, they just forfeit and just block. I think that's what it is.
We always win the breakup. It's not a competition.
This is how it sounds to me when guys tell me that.
Guys will start an entire business and sacrifice 20 years of their life to try to get pussy.
Welcome to Unattainable. Glad to have you with us and hope you continue to be a part of our family for the foreseeable future. And if so, please hit that subscribe button. I'm Mohammed Malay here with my incredible co-host, Zach Evans, and our newest and amazing guest of today, Maylee. How's it going?
It's going good.
Welcome. Where you're from, what you do, how old you are, so on and so forth.
Okay. Where I'm from. So I was raised in California, born in Mexico. I'm 28 years old. And I do permanent cosmetics, and I'm a painter.
Nice. Nice. You said 20?
28.
28. And how long have you lived in LA?
I've actually only been in LA exactly a year on Halloween.
Wow. Brand new.
Yeah.
Where were you before?
So I was in Portland, Oregon, but I grew up in California, but Northern Cali, like Lake Tahoe, Sacramento area. But I lived in Portland for like 5 years because the art scene is just really good there, and yeah, it's weird, but it's artsy.
Didn't they just legalize all drugs?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, definitely.
Was it crazy? Like, were people just like shooting up heroin?
Oh, everywhere.
At the office? Like...
Absolutely, yeah. You'll just be driving, and I actually even saw it at the mall. At the mall, yeah. There was people just smoking meth just right outside of it. Like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, there's children around. At least offer, you know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Did it like fuck up the city or no? Did it make it better?
The city's super fucked up. I mean, after the protests and everything, it just like never went back to normal as well. Like the whole city in general is just, you know, doomed 100%. Like all the businesses downtown and everything are all closed up and boarded up because of everything. Like homelessness, and then just, you know, people rioting, and it's just bad. Yeah, so that's why I'm here.
Is that why you moved?
Yeah.
You were like, fuck this?
Yeah, it was getting bad because I lived right in downtown, and it just was not a vibe anymore. It became kind of dangerous.
They started their own country.
Yeah,
like Chad or whatever. You heard about that thing?
The what?
It was like Chad or something.
No,
they started their own country. It was like the Republic of Portland or something like that.
Really?
And they like barricaded it off, and they're like, yeah, we're sick of like the government and the police, no more police officers. And then like within like 5 hours they had like people with guns that would like security, and I'm like, all right, you guys just made police officers in your own city.
I think I saw that on an episode of Family Guy.
Yeah, that or South Park.
Yeah, right.
Found out about it. Yeah.
That is so crazy. I mean, that sounds like Portland. Yeah, no, definitely. They're their own little world for sure. They're not like, you know, trying to shift into anything that's mainstream or even just normal at all. That's why their slogan is "Keep Portland Weird." You know, it's like, it's definitely weird.
So when you moved to LA, was that like a massive shift in the culture, or you were kind of familiar with it because you had lived in California before?
I had lived in California before. I had lived in LA when I was 18 as well, but I was so young that I didn't like really get into it. That's why I ended up moving to Portland, because I couldn't do anything. But you can't really do anything fun in LA if you're like under 21.
Sure.
I mean,
Depends who you know.
that was my mindset at that moment. I was like, I can't do shit, you know. So then I moved to Portland because I was like trying to like pursue my art and everything like that, and that's where like the art scene is really good. And but yeah, moving here, it wasn't that hard because I already had like a few friends that lived here, and I've traveled here a lot. Like I travel a lot, and I like it because it's like kind of a cesspool of like different types of people, and that's kind of what I wanted, like variety.
Cesspool is a good word for it. Yeah.
Cesspool. Yeah.
Why do you travel a lot?
Just cause I'm bored. I can't sit still.
Does that make that hard to maintain relationships?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it makes it very hard because people, I mean, for me, it's because I meet people while I'm traveling too. So it's like me not wanting to be in a relationship because I'm like, I want to see what's out there. Like, let's test the waters. Like, what if my future person is in Russia?
So it's safe to assume that you are single.
I am single.
How long have you been single?
Depends on what you define a relationship. You know, so like my last serious relationship was 4 years ago, but I've been in like a lot of little relationships since
How long
then.
was that serious one?
It was 6 years.
And then
Yeah, it was 6 years. And so I felt like I kind of spent all of my 20s in that relationship. So then once we broke up, I wanted to kind of like start living my life. And so I think that's why it's been a lot harder for me to settle, because it's like I already kind of settled for 6 years. So for me to
And you met him in Portland?
I was a girl, actually.
Oh, it was a girl.
Yeah, I was a girl. Yeah.
And so you met her in Portland?
No, I met her in California.
And then you had a long distance relationship?
No, we ended up moving to Portland together.
Okay.
Yeah, we moved to Portland together. And once we broke up, I stayed in Portland for like a couple years. But then I was like, there's no reason really for me to be here. So that's when I moved here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, okay. So, wait. 6 years. I'm so confused. From 18 to 24.
Yes.
You guys were together.
Yeah, we started dating when I was really young. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you were single from 24 to 27 before you moved to LA.
Yes. 20. Oh my God, the numbers. Yeah. I'm 28 now. So we broke up when I was...
But you were in Portland for 3 years.
5 years, almost 6 years. I think 6 years. Yeah. I was in Portland for 6 years. Her and I were...
Oh, you didn't move immediately when you guys started dating.
Yeah, we started dating in California.
Got it,
we were together for a year in California. Then we moved to Portland, and then we were together for whatever long. And then we broke up, and I stayed in Portland for like a year and a half, and then I moved here. I don't know the math.
Sure.
Yeah,
I understand
it's,
that.
it's, the numbers are there. They might not be adding up because I don't even know.
Math.
I don't even know.
Sure.
But it's the math is not mathing right now. But we're not gonna play months and days right now.
I mean, hey, you didn't know it was November, so
yeah. All I know is I've been single for like almost 4 years.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So, and you're bi.
No, I'm actually a lesbian.
Oh, you are a lesbian.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm a lesbian.
So you've been looking. I guess you haven't been looking. You're just kind of casually seeing people.
Yeah, I don't really look for people. They find me. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, so why isn't anything working out? Is it you or is it other people?
I think they're the problem. No, I think it actually, I think it's me. I have like an idea in my head of like what a perfect partner should be.
Which is?
I want someone who's like emotionally secure, and because I'm someone who does travel a lot. I'm like in the scene. I go out and I do like events and stuff like that. I'm consistently around people, and I need someone who's like emotionally secure and secure in themselves to allow me to still have my freedom. And I think a lot of people don't have that, especially women.
Okay, so how many people did you casually, or I guess had a casual relationship with after your ex? So for the past 4 years?
I don't know. Quite a bit, honestly.
Like more than 10?
Probably.
Okay, 20?
No, not 20.
15,
I don't think.
let's say, for the sake
We'll
of this
say
conversation.
15,
Sure.
yeah.
If we ask every single one of those people why you guys broke up, what would they say? Not what would you say? What would they say?
I think I'm just like really indecisive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm like a very I love bomb very quickly. I'm like, oh, this is my person, and then they do something wrong, and I'm like, oh, never mind. So it's like I could see why it'd be a little confusing to them. Like, oh, you liked me yesterday, so why don't you like me today? So yeah, it's just, you know, if you don't check all those boxes for me, I'm really quick to just like dip. And I think that's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
So it really has nothing to do with the individual. I think for me, I'm just like looking for that perfect person that I don't know if they even exist. But
well, nobody's perfect.
yeah, exactly. I'm not perfect. I'm far from perfect. So
Right.
I have very unrealistic expectations from people.
I'm
And-
perfect, but y'all stay safe out there.
Yeah, fine.
Sure you are.
Should we date? But okay.
Have you been with men before?
Yeah, I've been with men before.
So younger before you were 18?
Yeah, I tried dating men even after my 6-year relationship because I had been with a woman for so long. I was like, maybe I like guys, you know,
Okay.
like who knows?
Uh-huh.
And I tried dating men, and it just like that didn't click for me. It just never did. But with
The
women,
attraction wasn't there?
the
or-
attraction wasn't there. That connection wasn't there. And you know, I can recognize when a man is attractive. Like I'm sure you guys can recognize when a man is attractive, but that doesn't mean I want to, like, you know,
be with that
be
person.
with that person. Yeah. And for a minute I did kind of confuse that because I'd be like, oh, he's good looking, like maybe I could date him, you know, and I would try, and then I'm like, oh no, it's just not for me.
Okay, so do you think that you're having a hard time maybe figuring out what's right for you because you're moving around so much?
Absolutely. I've always said I'm forever evolving. Like if you would have talked to me 6 months ago, even a month ago, I'd be a completely different person. So what I was looking for 6 months ago is completely different than what I'm looking for now. And I think until I'm 100% secure in who I am, I don't think I'm going to find that person because I like growing and I like changing and bettering myself. And, you know, some people aren't meant to be in your life forever. And I'm okay with making temporary connections because I feel like they were meant to be with you in that moment because that's who you were in that moment.
What's the longest friendship have you had?
Longest friendship? I've had some long friendships, probably like 8 years. Yeah, I'm not friends with anyone from high school or anything like that, but yeah.
So maintaining friendships is not so much the problem.
Yeah,
it's more so
no, exactly. It's
love,
like
romantic relationships.
yeah, romantic relationships, definitely. Yeah.
So when you don't, obviously you don't come off as, I mean, I from like your posts and stuff, I've never seen you, you know, talk about women or, you know, show off that you're a lesbian.
Yeah.
So when you, and I'm assuming that when you're going around to events or parties or whatever, people assume that you're straight.
Yeah, definitely. No one would ever assume I'm gay.
Yeah. So, and you're constantly getting hit on by men.
Yes.
And okay, how does that go? Look, what I want to know is like, talk about an experience you've had where it kind of didn't turn so well, because somebody, like if I hit on you, right, and you're like, oh, sorry, like I'm gay, and I'd be like, oh, okay, no problem, walk away, right? But I'm assuming, especially in parties or certain situations, somebody's house you might go to, somebody's event you might go to, that some men might not take that very well.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, some men take it as a challenge, and I'm like, I'm not here to play a game with you. Like,
Right.
That's not what we're doing right now. They're like, oh, well, you've just haven't been with the right guy before. I'm like, no, that's not it. They're like trying to convince me that I am not gay. I'm like, what? Like, why can't we just leave it at that? Yeah, men definitely take it as a challenge for sure.
Interesting. Have you ever had any negative experiences in the industry that you're in?
No.
Everything has been, you've never had any issues, nothing whatsoever.
With my sexuality?
Just in general, people, even women being too aggressive or anything that would turn into something that would make you uncomfortable, I suppose.
Not necessarily. No, honestly, I've been pretty blessed with that, I guess.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would assume because of it. I mean, so when you're traveling, is it mostly because of work, or is it just you
just
going
leisure.
around?
Yeah, just leisure. Yeah, I just like to travel. Yeah, that's where I like to put my money towards. So.
And where's this money coming from?
I'm working. Wow, do people not work?
Well, I don't know. Some people work.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you say, well, you said most of the artists I know, at least, are not like that. Well, most of them are starving artists.
Yeah.
Well,
I do permanent cosmetics. I do makeup, tattoos. So.
But that can't be like that lucrative.
Yeah.
Is it?
How much money do you think you need to travel?
Comfortably? I don't know, like $5-6 grand at least.
Okay.
Is that too much?
No, I mean, why? It's not like I'm traveling every single month.
Yeah, but then you would have to maintain your own place in LA.
Yeah.
Which is not cheap.
Yeah.
Because LA is not cheap.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, I just feel like, I don't know, for me personally, and also work-wise, because then when you're traveling, I feel like that just cuts off momentum. Like I haven't traveled in a while, and when I say travel, I mean like being gone for like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or like a month or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm never gone for a month. If I'm ever gone, it's like for like a week and a half. I have to come back. I have a dog, so I can't. He grounds me. Uh-huh. But yeah, no, I'm really never gone for that long. And I have a lot of friends all over the world, especially like living in LA. You meet people from everywhere. So I can comfortably say that I can go to a lot of countries and know people, and I can have places to stay. I have people that I know. I know what to do. It's not like
so you have a lot of connections.
I have a lot of connections. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It makes sense, which makes it a lot easier, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you feel like any of your past situationships, we'll call it, ever got too toxic?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think after my 6-year relationship, which was like pretty toxic, I kind of made it a point to avoid things like that. So whenever I started seeing a relationship or a situationship kind of go towards that path, that's when I'm like jumping ship. I'm like, I'm not repeating the cycle again. I did that shit for 6 years. So
what was so toxic about the 6-year one?
I think we were just very different. And we grew very comfortable with each other. And so we were only together because of that codependency and that comfortability. But aside from that, we just had so many clashing opinions. Like I got with her when I was super young and I just hadn't mentally or emotionally developed at all. Mm-hmm. So once I got older, I was like, yeah, this is just not my person. But I've been with this person for so long that I feel like I need to stay with her. But yeah. It was that internal battle in my head that kind of created the toxicity because everything that she did would bother me and vice versa. So
like what's like an example of that?
Oh,
as far as your like personalities clashing or your ideas.
So I'm a social person. I like going out, and she was more introverted. She told me she didn't like going out with me because I would get more attention than her, or I would be talking to other people. So then it would kind of like push me in a corner and make me want to like suppress my personality because I didn't want to be too much and like overwhelm her and her not want to come out with me or whatever. And I got to a point where we just like didn't go out at all. Like we would just stay home because I didn't want to deal with that. Like I didn't want to make her insecure or whatever. And so that itself, like isolating myself, just kind of created a lot of tension. So
interesting. And then how was the ending?
Not good. Yeah, we don't
what
talk.
What happened?
I mean, we finally like got it in us to just part ways, and yeah, we don't talk anymore. I'm blocked on Instagram, so yeah. I hope she's doing okay, but
are you blocked on Instagram by a lot of people?
No, I'm actually not.
I'm blocked by everybody.
Really? Are you?
Every ex, not everyone, but a lot of them, they just block me for no reason.
Really?
That is why. They block me. They block my friends.
For no reason.
For no reason.
Okay,
You can't think of a
I
single
understand
For
blocking
no
somebody.
reason.
If you wake up, you have
Yeah.
17 missed calls, you have a bunch of missed texts. Oh my God, this is just annoying. You're clogging up my phone. I'm gonna block you, right?
Yeah.
I won't even text them, and they block me. I'm like, bitch, you're just trying to block me. Be like, I blocked you. I'm like, I'm not even trying to text you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they
it's them trying to regain control or regain power.
No, it's
yeah.
them trying to rub it in my face. I think.
Yeah.
I think them
No,
trying to
it's
rub
not any of that. They just don't want to see your shit popping up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think they want to rub it in my face. Though.
Yeah, like
Well, there's nothing to rub in your face. What blocking is not. It's a fucking 2-year-old's fucking attitude. Like,
yeah, I can't stand that.
That's why I think guys mature faster than girls. Everybody always says, "Oh, girls mature faster." Girls just block people. Girls are like, communication is the most important thing to me. And then they just block all their friends when they get mad at them. They block me. They block their exes. I'm like, what do you mean
See?
communication?
I never understood the whole blocking thing because I want them to see me living my best life. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep you as a follower.
No, but I think they know I'm going to win the breakup.
yeah.
So they don't want to lose. So instead of losing, they just forfeit and just block. I think that's what it is. I don't know.
Okay.
'Cause I always win the breakup. Yeah.
You always win the breakup. It's not a competition.
It's a fight.
You might not think it is, but it is, bro. You know it is.
That's the reason why they block them, by the way.
Okay, that's the reason. It makes sense. The math is there. You won.
Well, you don't think that you can win a breakup?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two-
That's
won,
just
Mo.
the
We
most
won.
toxic mentality on the planet.
No,
Is
I
to
mean,
think that this is somehow there is no winners. You're both losers.
Yeah,
That's what the
but that's like
problem
saying,
is.
okay, if you have a war between two countries, they both lose because you lose casualties, but someone still wins the war. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the two countries did not have months of relationship and have sex with each other and share most intimate things together. So I don't know how you're comparing two countries to women.
you don't know what
and
they
men.
did.
I don't know. I can feel it. I can feel there's a winner and I lost my first breakup. Well, eventually I won it, but it took me a long time to fucking
Yeah.
win. Like it was like years later. So now I'm like, okay, I got to win everyone from now on because I like took the L at the beginning, you know?
No, yeah. I mean, even if like I'm the one to cut things off with someone and I like have a moment of weakness and I text them like, oh, thinking about you or something, and they don't text me back, I'm like, oh, fuck, I
Like,
lost.
this
now I lost.
motherfucker.
Yeah. I had the upper hand and now I just gave it to them. So
Yeah.
now I have to get back together with you and break up with you again. Just kidding.
Yeah,
You know, it's like.
that's the only way to remedy
It's the only way to do
situation.
this.
But then it's even worse if you try to get back with them and then they reject you. Then you lost like twice. You got like
Exactly.
you got shut up,
Then you have
yeah.
to propose to them. Just kidding.
Well, look at that. If you weren't gay, this could have worked out well.
Man.
Babe.
I would make actually a really good gay guy. I was
Would
thinking
you?
about it the other day. I'm fashionable. I
Okay.
love the gym. I'm fun. Like I could be like the crazy gay guy who like bangs girls instead. You know what I mean? I could be like the wild one that like likes chicks, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
And I love going to the Abbey. It's one of actually my favorite bars.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Have you ever considered being gay?
I only
This
watch.
this is how it sounds to me when guys tell me that. Have you ever like thought just to try dating a guy? You know?
This is why I don't think when people say like, "Oh, it's a choice" or whatever. I'm like, let's say we reverse the world and like 99% of the population is gay, and I'm like, I'm the one straight one, the 1%. You know, there is no way on earth that my dick would just get hard for a dude
Yeah.
just because everybody else like it doesn't make sense to me. It's like either.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you can't like your dick is not a controllable object. You know what I mean? It's like it either
Yeah.
gets hard or it doesn't. Like you don't choose it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I kind of don't get that. I get it a little more because like girls are like way more fluid. Like there are a lot of girls that are like, oh, I'm gay, kind of. I'm more like bi. Yeah, I hook up with dudes too. And they
It's
end up marrying a dude.
oh,
We're
100%.
not- you know what I mean?
Girls
It's, like,
are very confused. Girls are very, very confused.
Like I've never met an actual bisexual dude.
Really?
I've met like guys who have like kind of like messed around with girls, but then they're actually gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've never met an actual like bisexual, like, oh, half the time I go for girls. It's usually like, oh, I don't want to tell my friends that I'm gay. So then like,
Yeah,
more of
definitely. I
that.
think
Oh my
it, that
gosh.
that just like plays into like masculinity. Men don't want to feel like less of a man because of their sexuality. So I think they're just like a little scared to own up to that. I feel like honestly, probably most people have kind of like a gay desire. I'm not saying you guys are gay or whatever, but I think it's a seed that is planted inside most people's heads that they're scared to play out. But girls have the ability to act on it because it's hot to men, you know? So like that's why a lot of girls like, yeah, I'll make out with a girl when I'm drunk or whatever, because like they're trying to like impress guys or whatever. But
actually, you know, that is a good point, because I bet you if we reversed it and you told a guy, like these hot chicks were there.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, if you guys make out, that'd be so hot.
That'd be so
I
hot.
bet a bunch of dudes like, I would never do it.
Yeah.
Like maybe Mo, I'm not
like,
really sure.
oh my God, I would want to fuck you so bad if you
Yeah,
guys started
I bet
making out.
so many dudes be like,
Yeah.
bro, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it for the gram, bro.
Exactly.
Like, trying to get laid over here, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, guys would definitely do that shit, for sure.
Just saying.
Honestly, dude, guys would do it way more than girls do now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys would do it like, they would just walk up to girls and start making out with other guys for no reason. You know?
Exactly. If that's
Who
the
are
gateway.
these guys you're talking about?
You don't think guys to get pussy, if it was like,
It was guaranteed.
that would actually
like,
help them?
That
Yeah.
would turn the
Guys
girl
would-
on that they wanted. Be
Dude,
like,
guys will start an entire business and sacrifice 20 years of their life to try to get pussy. You don't think they're going to fucking kiss a guy for pussy? They would. Most guys would kiss a guy for pussy. Probably.
I back that.
Oh my God. That is just, Jesus Christ.
You've never seen, dude, dudes are like the third. If you became an Uber driver tomorrow, right? Mm-hmm. Probably 25% of the guys that came in your Uber would ask for your number. That's the truth. Guys are way thirstier. If I became an Uber driver, even though I'm like super fucking good looking and super amazing and great personality, everything,
Yes.
I wouldn't have a single girl ask for my number. I guarantee you in the Uber driver.
Yeah.
That's why I actually think-
men act more with their dick than with their rational thinking.
Well, it's actually because guys are more romantic.
Oh.
Because we don't care. Oh, you're an Uber driver? That's
Oh,
okay. I don't
baby.
care you don't make money. I like you for you. Girls,
so
you're
sweet.
an Uber driver? You're poor? You're broke? No thanks. I'm going to go get with the celebrity.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. If there was a really hot Uber driver, I'd be like,
Interesting.
yeah, right? I don't know.
We just established that you're gay.
Yeah, but if there was but that doesn't mean I don't want someone who isn't successful.
She's right.
You know what I mean?
No,
Just
I
because
don't
I'm
know what
gay
you
doesn't
mean.
mean I like poor people. Like, what does that mean? I'm saying if there was a really hot girl Uber driver, I'd be like, okay.
Oh,
like,
girl. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I'm still a woman. I still have, the same.
Do you hear about the OnlyFans Uber girl?
No.
She's still okay. I have never signed up for anybody's OnlyFans. I've never paid the monthly. I've never, give me a picture of your titties for $20. Nothing, right? This is the only thing that made me think about putting my credit card in. This chick would order random Ubers and just bang the Uber driver, whoever it was. She had a 5-star rating for like 17 in a row, and then someone reported her. She got banned off of Uber and OnlyFans in the same day.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Did she try Lyft?
She should.
She should.
She really should.
I'm
yeah.
sure she's on there.
Yeah. And classier people on Lyft, she probably has
Oh,
a better
100%.
better
She
guys
should
that
reconsider.
she should
Yeah,
definitely
that's like the
reconsider.
Raya.
The Raya. Yeah, she's on Tinder, she's on the sketchy ones, the seedy
Yeah,
ones.
come on.
Yeah.
Lyft only. That's crazy though. That's definitely not safe. Uber doesn't STD test you.
I just wonder who the fuck reported her. That's every Uber driver's dream.
Yeah.
Probably 90% of the time they're driving for Uber, they're just thinking, maybe this is the one. Maybe this fucking ride. It's gonna be a hot chick. She's gonna want to suck my dick.
100%. I mean, that's why there's so many like sexual assault like cases with Uber and Lyft. Because I mean, shit, she's actually throwing herself at you. Like she's like actually giving you
Unless
consent.
they think it's a trap. They're like, oh, maybe it's a cop. She's pretending to want to suck my dick, but she's gonna get me for prostitution or something like that.
Yeah, but there is no money exchange.
I mean, on the app there is. You bought a ride.
No, but that ride was for the destination. So as long as you do
The other ride would be extra.
Oh, 2 rides.
That one is free, yeah. That one is free.
Shit. Okay.
What's the most amount of money you've been offered by somebody to have sex with them?
Oh my gosh. A lot, honestly. Yeah, but I don't think I could put a dollar on that.
Wait, no, you have been.
Yeah, definitely.
No, how much was it?
Like 15K.
That's not that much.
Yeah, I mean, that's enough that for some girls that I know are doing it for like 1,500.
Yeah, but they're just like really poor.
Yeah, I mean, it's a.
I mean, if you do it for
that was
1,500, you would do it for 500, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean.
Right.
Like, what if it was a guy you would hook up with anyway? You know.
I mean, no. I think once there's like a monetary exchange, that's when it becomes a little.
$1 billion.
$1 billion?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, of course.
See, there is a number.
Yeah,
I
$1
would fucking
billion?
do it for $1 billion.
Yeah.
And just like work it down from there.
Babe, whatever position you want. $1 billion? Fuck, we'll go back for seconds.
So let's find the line. What is it? $1 million? You do it for $1 million.
$1 million? Yeah, probably.
I mean,
500,000.
I mean, girls are fucking weird ass men for free, so $1 million.
That's true,
Yeah,
especially in LA.
100%.
Yeah.
I see some of the guys that my friends have dated. I'm like, oh, so did he pay you? Like what?
Yo, you did that shit for free?
Yeah, you liked it? I don't get
Wait,
it.
what was wrong with them? Look wise or
I think all of it. I don't know.
Some girls like trolls with good personalities.
100%. I don't know. I've never really understood like the straight girl mentality because like for me to have even considered a guy, it's because he's like really good looking and really nice or whatever, has like something to offer. But for a lot of girls, I just like don't really see the catch sometimes. Yeah, I don't understand it. Yeah.
Well, guys, you only have to have 2. Either tall, good looking, rich, or funny. If you have 2 of those, you're good. Like if you're funny and tall, you're good.
Yeah.
If you're rich and good looking, you're good. Like you just need like 2 out of the 4. You know?
Yeah, no, definitely.
who's a great looking man?
Who's a great looking man? I mean, like Brad Pitt is obviously beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know.
Who else?
Oh my gosh. I have no idea. Just that classically handsome looking type. That's
So you're more into the blonde.
No, definitely not. It has nothing to do with like hair color or eye color or anything. I think for me it's like symmetry. Like someone who's like actually good looking. Like you look at them and you're like, okay, that's a good looking person. Like their nose isn't too big. Their eyes aren't too spread apart. I mean, the human mind is naturally attracted to symmetry. You know, that's why even little kids know when someone's good looking because naturally our brains know what a good looking person looks like. It's based on their symmetry. So I think that's what I would consider a good looking person, not just men but women as well. Just good symmetry.
So is it safe to say that every single girl that you've dated is super hot?
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna have to see these Instagrams.
Yeah,
well,
I'll send you their Instagrams.
Although you've been blocked on them, so we'll see.
I'm not blocked. They still follow me. I'm actually on really good terms with everyone that I've dated aside from like
Except
my
from
long
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because there was like too much emotion played into it. But
Right.
everyone else I'm still like friends with, still cool with. So
I saw this video today. It was this femme guy dating a masculine woman. So when you date women, is it mostly they're mostly more masculine than feminine, or
no, it switches up for me sometimes. I think for me, I've always dated feminine women. Like
interesting?
I
You don't seem that masculine.
Yeah, I'm not masculine. I've always said I'm kind of like a hybrid. Like physically, I am like very feminine, but mentally, I feel like I do have a little bit of a guy mentality sometimes. But I'm still like very in tune with my emotions and everything like that. But I've always dated really feminine women, but recently I've kind of been more open to like the masculine aspect. Not ever like fully masculine, but like, you know, some girls can possess masculine features and still be feminine as well. So somewhere in between there, But for me, I think the reason I started leaning towards that is because a lot of feminine women want to be like taken care of, especially
Sure.
especially because the women that I have dated are straight. So I'm like the first girl that they've ever been with.
Ha.
Yeah.
You convert them.
I convert
vampire.
exactly because
Yeah.
I mean, of course. But so
Is that where you get your kick from?
the what?
Your kick.
No, I mean, it's not like I get like a sense of euphoria when I like transition someone. I'm like, I did it. Yeah.
Change your pronouns.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. No, basically. No, I mean, for me, it's like because I do like feminine women, I will approach just a pretty girl at a bar and hit on her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's gay or not. I just think she's
Right.
attractive.
Right.
So most of the time they're like, okay, well, I've never been with a woman, but you're attractive and I'm attracted to you. So let's give it a go. And I said, okay, let's do this. But a lot of those women that I have dated, because I am like the first girl that they've dated, they're used to that aspect of men taking care of them or looking for a man that like, you know, will provide and everything like that. I'm not going to take care of anyone. I'm not. We can either grow together or, you know, whatever, or you already have your shit established.
Well, there's
You know.
there's this theory that like evolutionarily 1,000 years from now lesbians won't exist anymore
Really?
because like, do you know natural selection and like evolution and all that stuff?
Uh-huh.
So what happens, you know, you order dinner, right? Bill comes and just nobody pays. Eventually they will all starve to death.
That makes
There'll
sense.
just be no lesbians left.
Honestly, I like avoid eye contact. I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. No, but that's the thing though. Like, that's why I kind of started leaning more towards like a slightly more masculine women or older women because they already have their shit together and they take that dominant role. And that's what I'm attracted to, like someone who's a little bit more dominant or someone who's like fair game with me, you know, because I'm not going to be the person that like is going to be taking care of anybody, you know. I won't be. I can't be and I won't be. I'm not saying I'm looking to get taken care of, but I want someone who has their shit together. And that's it. Who isn't looking for someone to provide for them. That's it.
Isn't that interesting? If a man said those words, the world would end, or collapse on him and kill him right where he sits.
If they said what words?
The words of like, oh, I want a woman who's like down to share and just like, I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay their fucking bill.
Oh, yeah, they'd be alone the rest of their life. Yeah, they'd be alone the rest of their life. Yeah. Which I actually like. I actually like that. I'm very much like I'm very like I had an interesting conversation with one of my friends. She's very into like the sugar daddy scene, right? So she has like, you know, this sugar daddy does like purses. This sugar daddy takes her on trips. This one pays her rent. She has like all the infinity stones lined up with all her sugar daddies. And she's like, Zach, like, why don't you do the sugar daddy thing? I'm like, yeah, it's not really for me. And she's like, okay, Zach, well, let me do a test. I'm like, okay. She's like, have you ever bought a girl dinner? I'm like, yeah, of course. She's like, all right, so you bought a girl something in the hopes that it would become a romantic relationship. She's like, Zach, you're already a sugar daddy. You're just a Walmart brand sugar daddy.
You're a Splenda daddy. That's what
I know. I was mad because like I'm smarter than her, so like she shouldn't have outwitted me. But I couldn't think of like a good response. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, where do you draw the line? Like, for example, if I go on vacation with my girlfriend, like I'm going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like, hey babe, like here's the Venmo request for the Airbnb. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
but
just
like
gender roles.
Some people would consider that like, oh, you're taking her on a trip. Oh, that's sugar daddy. Like where is the line? You know?
Yeah, no,
if you
definitely.
buy a girl a purse for her birthday, it's like, is that her sugar daddy? Because like it's her birthday.
Yeah, I don't know where you draw the line there.
It's arbitrary. It's a made up line, I think.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, what are gender roles to begin with? You know, it's like, yeah, you want someone to provide for you. And I think that comes from like, you know, men go and hunt and bring you back food or whatever. But what does that have to do with like current times now? What do they need to provide you now?
Well, that's because girls outsmarted us. I used to think that girls were dumb, but actually they're smarter than us long-term strategy.
Yeah.
Because for thousands of years, right? Like you're saying, we'd go hunt, risk our lives in the sweltering heat, right? The second they got air conditioning in office buildings, we want equality. And now you guys got equality. The second it's like easy, you know?
Yeah.
So you guys are smart.
Yeah.
All right, so, so that's funny. So, okay. Would you ever have you ever considered being with a trans woman?
Trans woman, like male to female?
Yes. No. Yes.
Male to female? I mean, I've considered it. Yeah, if she was really hot, maybe. But like the whole depends. Like, does she still have like the original parts?
Yes.
Original parts. I mean,
The OG part.
the OG parts. I don't know. I mean,
Have you ever seen a trans woman and you were attracted,
yeah, definitely.
and then you realized
yeah.
afterwards, and you're like, oh, I guess not.
It's not that I said I guess not. I just like I initially thought they were attractive, but it's not like I attempted to pursue anything. I think if I got to know someone and I was attracted to them and then they told me that they were trans, I could be open to it. I could be open to it. I'd have never done it, but you know.
The reason why I bring that up is because I saw this video today, which I was talking about, with regards to this femme man that was dating this masculine woman, and to me it was very interesting because I had thought about this before, where I was like, okay, most of the time, and that's why I was asking, like, you know, which type of women do you usually date? And I guess with you being if you switch up, I guess it makes it a little bit more complicated because a feminine man wouldn't really be attractive to you anyway.
I mean, I would find him attractive, yeah,
but attractive in a sexual
not
way.
in a sexual way,
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I saw a man in like heels and a mini dress, I wouldn't be like, fuck, you know.
Damn, those
like,
legs, though.
ooh, you know, just because he's dressed feminine, I wouldn't like be attracted. I would be like, oh, that's a cute dress, you know, but not in a sexual way.
What's the oldest woman you would go for?
I don't know. I actually like older women, probably like 50s. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like established women. Like it's just a super attractive trait. I like to sit down with someone and learn. Like I like to learn through conversations, and I feel like older women are just, you know.
But then look-wise, they would have to
look good, obviously.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like a well put together, successful woman.
But then I feel like between like 50 to 60, the downhill is very steep.
Yeah.
No?
I mean,
so then what are you gonna do? Bounce?
How much Botox? Yeah, Botox, facelift. You know, we'll hit the gym together, babe. Like, I don't know. If I really love the person, I'm not basing everything around looks. You know, like they have to be attractive. Like even if they're older, I do take into account that they are older. So if they have like, you know, more wrinkles than me or whatever, like like I understand. I'm eventually gonna reach that point too. I'm not gonna be like, ew, no. Now you look significantly older. If I'm actually in love with that person, as they age, that's the whole point of like falling in love with someone. Like you recognize that people are gonna age, you know. So I'm not going to just, you know, throw them away because they're getting older. I'm not saying I'm dating a 50-year-old woman, but if I do, I'll still love you, babe.
That's funny.
I mean, look at Cher. She's like 80 years old and she still looks amazing. Like,
is she 80? I haven't seen her recently.
Yeah, she's like 81.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
J-Lo's still hot as fuck.
Exactly.
She's like 50.
People just freeze in place nowadays. Like, honestly, with all the fucking cosmetic procedures. Yeah, it really is. So age is not the issue. It's just like how much effort you're putting into your looks still. Yeah.
Do celebrities ever slide into your DMs?
Celebrities? I mean, depends what you define as a celebrity, I guess.
What do you define as a celebrity?
Yeah. I don't even know anymore because there's influencers that think that they're celebrities. Like there's, you know.
Who do you think is the influencer that would be considered a celebrity?
Specifically, I don't know. They're all of them. All of them, honestly. Yeah.
Who, like Logan Paul?
Probably, yeah, I guess.
I suppose what would be considered a celebrity?
I don't know. For me, a celebrity would be like an actress or like an actor or something, or like,
over 200K followers.
Yeah. That aren't bought. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to decipher nowadays, so I'm not really sure.
Interesting. If you could go back to when you were 18 years old and have all the knowledge and experience that you currently have, what would you change?
I wouldn't have stayed in the relationship that I was in as long as I did.
Would you have dated the person at all?
No, probably not. But actually, yes, I would have, because she's the reason I got into like the beauty industry and all that stuff. So, she played a big role on all that. But
yeah, but you're going back having the knowledge and experience.
So I already have all the knowledge that I have.
It's who you are today, except you're 18.
So then I wouldn't have done it. Yeah, definitely not. If I already,
she's not going to be happy about this one.
I'm blocked, so she's never going to see this.
Well, you never know.
We'll send it to her directly. But she's like, she's like, this is why I have her blocked. Fuck that bitch. I mean, I'm not saying anything mean about her. She actually was a really sweet person. She was a good person. But yeah, I wouldn't have dated her. I would have actually lived my life, because for 6 years I just kind of felt really suppressed and, isolated. So yeah, I would have just experienced more of life sooner.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Physically?
It's crazy. Every single woman asked me the same question. It's both physically and
oh my gosh,
mentally.
we won't go down that
or internally and externally. Yeah.
Let's talk to my surgeon. No, physically I think I'm okay. We'll make some tweaks here and there later, but
obviously you think there is something.
I mean, everyone has insecurities,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And yours is?
We're not gonna pick up myself right now, but mentally, like what I would change about
internally,
myself,
yeah.
Internally, I think what I would change about myself is like my patience with people, like my tolerance, especially with people that I date, and kind of just take my time to get to know them and not just kind of jump ship so quickly. I think that's what I would change about myself, because I feel like maybe I could have like missed out on really amazing people just because they didn't have certain qualities that I didn't like wanted at that point. So that's it for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
What's your biggest goal and aspiration?
My biggest goal, I think, just overall success, which is like financial and emotional and just everything. I want to accomplish a lot of things in life, so experiences and within my career and everything. Just overall want to just live life to the fullest, not hold back.
Both in the art aspect and the
yeah, everything. I feel like I'm like a jack of all trades. I want to do everything, like I just want to do it all.
What do you mean everything? Like, what would be the next thing you would want to do? What is it? What is something that you haven't done that you want to do?
For me, so like, I think.
Let me rephrase this question. If you had $10 billion, what would you do with it?
$10 billion?
Sure.
Wow. Okay. I would just travel. Like, honestly, I really, yeah.
So your goal and aspiration would be to just fuck off.
Yeah, if I have $10 billion, I don't have to work anymore. So bye. Like what? Yeah, no.
So really, work is a means to an end.
100%. Yeah. Okay. No one wants to work.
I like to work.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I like making a living. I like the feeling I get when I make money. It's like a sense of accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
But if I didn't have to like schedule my life around my work, that'd be nice. Like if I just got handed $10 billion and I can just do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, you would just travel.
Yeah,
Right.
100%. Yeah. So
then goal should so the ultimate goal is to just marry somebody that has a shit ton of money or win the lottery.
no, definitely not. I would rather be the richer person, honestly. I'm just saying I wouldn't want to take care of somebody. You know, I wouldn't want someone that doesn't have something going for themselves.
So if you had a shit ton of money, all of a sudden you come to $10 billion, you wouldn't date somebody who is going to mooch off you.
Yeah, because that's unattractive. Yeah, I want someone who has like work ethic. Like, don't be with me because you need me. Be with me because you want to be with me. Like that's.
Yeah, but she's like, babe, like you want to travel. I want to travel with you. At that point, she's just a companion, but you got to take care of her.
I mean, all these hypotheticals. I mean, what was she doing before I won the $1 billion? Like, did she never have a job?
Worked
to begin
at Coffee Bean. She was an Uber driver. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I think if she already like had that, like she already had her own before getting with me, before I won the $10 billion, then.
I mean, she wasn't homeless. Right. Like
she wasn't homeless. Okay,
Yeah.
we're not dating homeless people. Cool.
like she was like she was doing OnlyFans. I don't like whatever. Not a successful one.
Successful.
She has only one fan. Okay.
She's on OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. I don't know.
And it was her mom supporting her.
Yeah, right.
You
Oh
go,
my
babe.
God. You're doing amazing, sweetie. See, no, that just sounds cringe to me. I can't.
Yeah, but see, here's
no.
here's the problem, right? You're like, oh, like I'm not gonna date some loser, right? But then if you dated somebody who is ambitious and has goals and aspirations, they're not gonna fucking get up and travel with you left and right.
And that's fine. But that's why I've always said I need someone who's emotionally secure if I'm going to date them, because I am going to be doing these things regardless, whether it's with you or without you. If you want to stay home and be a CEO of your fucking company, that's cool. Do your own shit. But I'm going to do my thing too.
But you don't have the desire to travel with a companion.
I would
who
love that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, that'd be a lot funner.
You gotta have someone with an online business just works on this computer.
Yeah. So
remote.
she does OnlyFans, and then but so she could do it while you guys are traveling.
Okay, yeah.
But she's not like the most successful. So she could like chip in like, you know,
Yeah.
$100-$200 here and there.
Okay, if she's making her own living, yeah. Okay.
What do you mean her own?
Like, she can provide for herself. Like, she doesn't need me.
She'll need you to pick up the check while you're traveling.
I don't know. The $10 billion might not be enough.
You know, that's what's funny to me, because I think you would be one of those people who run through that shit like this.
Like, no, I mean, I would take care of the person I'm with if I'm in love with them, if I have $10 billion. But if I don't, if I'm making my own living, like, I'm not going to take care of you. Like, I'm not. And because I wouldn't expect someone to take care of me either.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's not reciprocal, like, you know.
Sure. No fucks given. Yeah. So you're not going to invest this money. You're not going to buy some properties. You're just going to fucking pick up and start traveling.
I could definitely invest it. Yeah.
You could, or you would?
Yeah, I would.
Where are you going to invest it?
In real estate. Yeah. I'm going to buy houses all over the world.
And not rent them out, just travel.
Just
not make
you,
any money out of them.
Just for you to go and be able to have a place when you travel.
No, I'll Airbnb them out. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Who's going to do the work?
Just pay someone.
Yeah.
She's rich. Pay an agency to do it.
Like $10 billion, you know what? Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, it does. Believe me, it does. It'll run out.
You have
Shit,
$10
I'll
billion?
do it if you have $10 million.
Yeah,
Pay me
babe,
to do it.
I will pay you $1 million to take care of all my properties.
I'm down. Let's
Okay,
do it.
cool.
Lock it in.
Perfect.
You're gonna pay him $1 million to take care of all your
I would do
property.
it for $1 million.
Yeah,
You know, I
of
would
course,
do
you
it
would
for
do it for $1 million, but that would have to mean that the properties are profiting over $1 million.
It doesn't have
for
to
that to be make
She
sense.
has $10 billion. It doesn't have to be profitable.
Oh dear Jesus.
If I'm Airbnb all the properties and I tell him to check in on it for $1 million, why not? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
and then
still
I'll
making.
just pay Claudio $50,000.
Yeah,
to do it,
exactly.
you
Then
know,
I
like-
don't have to deal
What
with
do you
it.
mean exactly? You don't know who Claudio is?
I trust him.
Trust me. I trust Claudio.
trust him.
You know, we got
It's a
It's
trust
called a
circle here.
business.
It's a
Bo.
trust circle here,
Yeah.
you know. Don't worry. I'll have my lawyer deal with all the legal aspect of it.
She'll have like 3 lawyers. She's
Yeah. We'll get Claudio a contract. We'll be
We'll
fine.
give him a contract.
Yeah, no, you're not going to be fine. Unfortunately for you, I suppose.
We will be
Claudio's
okay.
our least reliable friend. I love him to death, but he's
You know, he's been through some shit, but
Yeah.
you know, we gotta give him some kind of wage. Yeah.
It's called philanthropy, Mo. Ever heard of it? Ever heard of philanthropy?
We gotta give Claudio a chance. Okay?
So the $1 million is more so charity, or I guess the $50,000 is charity. I hate to ask this final question, but fuck. I guess maybe I forgot the final question actually.
Oh gosh.
Now that I think about it. Fuck it, I'll be fair.
What is it? I'm scared.
Is the green bubble a red flag?
Green bubble.
You meet somebody, they text you, and the bubble's green.
Oh. I mean, it's something you definitely take note of. I mean,
Yeah,
I had an Android actually for a bit.
Oh shit, maybe I should. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Continue.
I did. I don't know
You became
what.
an adult.
And then I grew up.
Grew up,
Yeah,
became
I
an
think I
adult.
was just like so stubborn. I was like, my phone has better quality than
That's what he always said.
Yeah.
That's what he always said.
Yeah, like my camera has better quality than yours. But then every app just didn't follow along with it. You know, like Instagram works better on iPhone, everything else works better. It just, I finally had to just switch over. And now I will say I feel like I'm part of society.
Uh-huh.
You
When
know?
did you switch over?
Probably like 4 years ago.
Things were different. But from what?
I
did you
had a
have?
Samsung.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a Galaxy. Yeah.
Are those the ones that like started on fire in planes and you couldn't have them on planes? You remember those?
Yeah, maybe.
might have been,
I think so. I think Androids are really cool though. I like them. You can do so much more. You
Yeah,
can,
just get a fireproof case. and
Yeah,
you'll be fine,
exactly. If
Get-
you don't ever
carry a
don't
fire
have a
extinguisher along
lighter.
with you. Yeah.
Zach lives in decades ago. He's stuck in one place and just doesn't move forward.
Sorry, I don't want my phone to randomly start on fire.
They
In the middle
don't.
of an airplane.
They don't.
But they do have a lot of features. You can download like third-party stuff like torrents and stuff like that. It's like a little computer. It's
They
a
can
lot.
download a ton of viruses. They have like the best app store for viruses that of any of the phones.
You
I
don't
know.
know a single Samsung user that got a virus.
My
Not a
dad
single
did.
one.
It was like 10 years ago when he used to have an Android.
Okay, again, you do live in decades ago, I suppose. So yeah, sure. So not a red flag.
No, she said.
She
the
said
first
not a
thing
red
she said, I
flag.
would something that would make me think about.
Yeah,
it.
it's
not
something
a red flag.
You take note of it, but if a girl is really hot and she texts me and it's a green bubble, that's okay. Like,
Yeah. So.
See,
I
you
know, so it's not
cannot
a deal breaker,
change-
but it's a red flag.
You cannot change the criterias and the goalposts every single time that you lose a point.
No, because-
you don't see me do it.
Yes, I do. Because okay, here's how it originally started.
That was how it originally started.
No, but you changed it from is it a red flag to is it a deal breaker? Because you always ask girls, oh, so you're saying you wouldn't date somebody if they had an Android?
She
Oh,
said it's
no,
not
I
a red
would.
flag.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a red flag.
It kind of is though.
But I think.
But it's your opinion.
I don't know. I see the reason why people have Androids because they are good phones. Like I'm not someone who's like, oh, iPhone gang. Like, what? Like, no, it's fine. It's just
I
a
am.
phone.
I'm iPhone gang.
iPhone
till I
gang.
die.
Like, no, gang.
Gang, gang, baby.
Gang, bitch. No.
Blue bubble, bitches. Let's fucking go.
Till death.
Till death, baby.
Yeah. Like, it's okay.
I promise you guys, it's water in there. It wasn't anything else. Thank you so much for coming on the show. You've been absolutely fantastic.
Of course. It was fun.
We'll see you guys later.